people laughed at me. They laughed at me. My body weight went down to 198 pounds. I didn't even look like a bodybuilder anymore. You know, when I said I wanted to make a comeback, they laughed, called me delusional. All this, all that. Blah, 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 blah. That's all I heard. But I just want you to know one thing. If you have a dream and a goal and everything in your mind and something deep down in your heart, don't let it go. If that thing is burning down inside, you need to go back to that place, because I did it. And I'm glad I did.
What's up? Just woke up, prayed my rosary, had some coffee, took some fat burner pills. Now we're riding the bike for 40 minutes. And yeah. So, forgot to film, but I ate breakfast, eggs, ham, peppers, and then a protein shake. Now I'm heading to a rancher's place to help them with their ranch. And yeah, what I find really funny about this life is that you meet people older than you that are way more immature, and they have an ego problem and think they're the main character of a storyline when they're, not really doing that significant of stuff in their life to be acting like that. And it's kind of ridiculous when you meet them people, because it's like they need to really get in touch with reality. I've met several of them, and a lot of them are actually Christian too, but then they have this ego thing of, I'm the best at this and that. Meanwhile, they won't read their Bible at all, and so you got to be very careful when you're a Christian and you don't read your Bible, because this whole time you could be worshiping your own God and your own made-up God that you're just calling Jesus, because you don't even know his commandments or how to follow him because you're not reading his words. Like, I know several Christians that they have their own God they worship that isn't Jesus, but they call Jesus. You know why? Because they don't read their Bible, so they say, oh, my Jesus my Jesus lets me do this and that, and I can do this and that because my Jesus isn't this and that. You cannot switch the words of the Bible and try to fit Jesus with your narrative. And if you're praying every night and saying and making up stuff that Jesus allows because you want to keep sinning, you're probably worshiping and praying to a false god this whole time because you don't truly understand Jesus. Oh my gosh. Dude, one of my buddies, fake swerved his truck into me on Main Street, and I just got fucking terrified. But yeah, it's very easy. I'm telling you, it is very easy to think that you know God. Meanwhile, you're switching his words and everything to fit your narrative of how you want to live. And in the process of you doing that, you think it's innocent, but you're actually making your own God by doing that. By saying, well, my Jesus thinks this and that, and that's why I do it. Well, if you have to justify it, it's probably not a good thing to do. There's also people out there that believe in mono-religion. And mono-religion is like these people that claim they are whatever religion, and that it is all just the same God in different stories. That's called mono religion, where you think like everything is one God when it's not. And that's also a very terrifying thing to think about as well. And yeah, it's just ridiculous that people aren't raised right to believe in the right words of God. So I gotta get some fence wire clips and clip basically this whole fence, because over time them wire clips rot and come off. And yeah, the cows are walking towards me thinking I got food when I don't. So I'll try to show you. So these clips right here that wrap around the wire, then they go against this thing onto the steely. So when you get them on, you'll get this hook part on this side right there, wrap it around, and then I'll grab a nail or pliers and you get on there, and then wrap it around this. So the whole top of barbed wire is completely snapped and loose. So now I gotta grab some barbed wire stretchers, stretch it together, tie them together, and put new wire on, and then clamp them. The rancher's dogs won't shut up, so I put in AirPods to fix the fence. What cowboy you know listens to some hardstyle fucking funk music while working on a ranch? You can see that horse using that post to scratch its neck. So, got done with that. That was kind of a pain in the ass, but yeah, if you live around the country or you know ranchers, don't be afraid to ask the older ranchers, especially if they need some help, because you know, like, it's just nice to help out people that, you know, can't necessarily, not necessarily that they can't do it themselves, but it just, when they got other shit going on, it just helps take something off their shoulders when, you know. But I'm gonna miss helping at ranches pretty soon. If I don't, I'm like, hypothetically, if I get this night shift job again, I don't know for sure yet, but I'm just mentally preparing for this battle of night shifts, because last time at the beginning, the first 3 months working it, I was like, this is the best job ever, which is really fun, and also it's a very dangerous job. But also, like, at the rest of the 5 or 6 months I worked there, it was just like terrible Groundhog's Day of just eating like shit and treating myself like shit and not being close to God like I should have been. Again, like I've been mentioning, the only thing I'm scared of this job is me not being able to have the days off I need to have off. And it's like, yeah, that's the only thing I'm concerned about, and I'm guaranteed we'll work out something, because I've already have a good record of working there. But if I do get this job, or I get some other type of job where I make money again, like a lot more than I have been helping out ranchers, I need to get new cowboy boots. I got 2 pairs. This first pair I'm wearing, they were like $650 in 2020. And I got them when I was 300 pounds. And if you guys don't know, I'm only 6'2" or 6'1", and I wear size 15 feet. And so these are genuine, authentic, handmade leather cowboy boots. But now they're getting to the point where they're stabbing and cutting my ankles and feet while working, and it's pissing me off. And like the leather cushioning built into them, it's just hard as a rock now when I walk. And then my other boots, they're kind of more of my dress boots. They're black ostrich, and them don't need as much work, but I need to go to some leathersmith or just buy new boots. These are so old, I'm guaranteed I'll just buy new boots. Yeah, it just pisses me off a little. And I cannot believe this town, how old it is, and they put rumble strips down, like thinking people are gonna, like there's a stop sign right here. There's no need to put rumble strips to be like, hey, slow down. There's a stop sign right here. Yeah, because I also have to help this gas station out, and I'm gonna have to run to my house and switch shoes, because it's like you know, on the cuff of the boots there's 2 lines of like hard plastic that help hold the exterior up of the cuffs, of the leg cuffs. Well, them are like cracked, and it's broken inwards, and it's cutting my ankle. And I had to put a leather glove in between my foot and sock to make sure it's not cutting into my ankle. And also the leg cuffs just in general are completely like not stiff anymore. And every time I walk on a pile of dirt, like I'm destined to roll my fucking ankle at any point. If you want to know what boots I'm wearing that have lasted this long though, and they're handmade in leather, they're called Ballettes. They're from Canada. They're Canadian cowboy boots. And even the bottom on the outside, there's giant holes in the leather. But they're called Ballettes. They're really rare, handmade, pure leather boots. And especially in my size, and I found them in person, like very, very rare boots. Like, first off, I just want to tell you, normal general shoes, like the ones I wear working out, like Nikes and sneakers, just shoes that are manufactured like by child laborers and shit like that, like that are constantly being built and not that like rare or good quality. Even them alone are hard to find in person at a store with my shoe size. And then plus cowboy boots, they're way different. They don't got laces. You have to find the best, perfect, firm fitting boots in your size. And for me to find these when I was also overweight and probably was like maybe a 16 at the time, yeah, it was like a very rare coincidence that I found them. But yeah, I think I'm gonna switch shoes, and then I am going to maybe eat something first and then head down and help again. And I got asked the other day, just in person by one of my buddies, because he watches my videos. He was wondering why I'm not working at this one job I was working at when I started this series, and I was doing carpentry, helping someone build a house. Basically, I was just hired muscle, and they found out I'm an idiot and don't know a lot of stuff about building a house because I'm literally 21 years old and I'm a personal trainer. So they were kind of like, we can basically only get him to carry heavy stuff, and we're not carrying a lot of heavy stuff that much, so they kind of just let me go. Also, I wore this cowboy hat last time, a week ago, on Ash Wednesday, and this morning while I'm eating breakfast, I'm wearing it and I take it off and I'm looking in the mirror and I see the ash cross on my forehead. It was perfectly stamped and preserved inside my cowboy hat. It's not there anymore. But yeah, it was a perfect stamp of the ash from Ash Wednesday last week. Okay, so now I had lunch, had chicken, rice, broccoli, and then I had a bowl of oatmeal with some fruit, some frozen fruit, and now I'm gonna go home, change, and it's time to get a pump. So at the gym, it's chest and shoulder day, and I'm gonna have to wait about 40 to 45 minutes. The gym is absolutely packed right now. And the weight room is too small to prop up my phone, film my workouts, and then on top of that, just going with the flow, and then people go, I don't want you filming me, and I'm not dealing with that bullshit. I went through a lot of drama this past week, and I don't like to interact with people in this town. This town's like a cancer. So I've been waiting for people to leave now for over an hour. I don't care. It doesn't matter when I take pre-workout or if it wears off. I'll get in my work eventually. I'm just gonna remember this next time not to take it before I leave the house, before I see people come in. Growing up, I never really got the hype behind people wanting their own gym or their own private gym. But now that I'm filming every day, and even if I wasn't filming, I understand why people want their own home gym that's without people in it, because it's just, I don't know, I don't care about people. It's just, it's a small gym. I'm trying to film, and honestly, I probably am the only guy that works out really, really hard in this town. So, I just get some weird, crazy looks when I lift, because I'm pushing serious, heavy amounts of weight that no one else hardly touches, that there's probably dust on the weights, and I'm a trainer too. I'm a personal trainer, and I've trained people before, and when I train people, the people that I train, they'll usually look at the big screaming guys like me and be like, oh, that's stupid, or that looks ridiculous. You're not training hard enough if you're not grunting and fighting for your life on each set. So that was it for the workout. Get my steps in, or finishing them off. I'm at like 8,000 right now. Overall, I have no words or anything. I just have to keep going. And yeah, day by day. The pro bodybuilder, Martin Fitzwater. I was telling you how I know him, and he always responds to my text, and he's from Wyoming, and so am I. And he posted on his Instagram story of him doing Legos while riding his bike for cardio, and I texted him, and I was like, what bike has a table with it? I need one. He's like, dude, I literally put a table onto the bike. And I was like, oh, a company should make one of them. But we're 11 or 10 days out from the Arnold predictions. I'll probably film Arnold predictions tonight or tomorrow, but I'm only going to predict top 10 or top 5 in Classic and in Open. I don't know much about women's. I don't know much about men's physique. I know Ryan Terry from men's physique, he's a beast. But other than that, that's all I know. Yeah, but let's just say I think everyone needs to watch out for Nick Walker. The fact that he's not been posting on YouTube for the past month is scaring the shit out of me. Like, I think he's gonna come in so peeled that his big freak mutant physique, I think he's gonna get so peeled and lean that he'll actually look more aesthetic with that mutant physique on top. So yeah, but that's it for the video. Just know, if you're ever a person that's more out of shape than me, and you talk any amount of shit to me about how I need to lock in more when you don't even work out, we're not in the same playing field. So, but if you are and you work out, good for you, because then we are the same playing field. And I love to see people working out regardless. But yeah, it's so funny. People that are more out of shape than me saying, like, I need to lock in. Or I hear this excuse a lot. Because I'm 230 and people don't see my physique that much because I'm not walking around in underwear, that because I say I'm 230, people associate it with I'm fat. 6'2", 230, and people think, yeah, he's fat. That's what he means when he says that. Sure, buddy, sure. But if, on the other hand, if the other dude said he was 230 and he doesn't work out, no offense, but I'm guessing the other guy will be a lot less muscle and more fat than me. I'm not saying I'm lean or the skinniest person, but that's why I'm cutting and that's why I'm working out. But, you know, it's like at some point, it does matter what you've accomplished in life when other people are talking shit. Because I'm one of them guys that I don't care where you came from. I don't care how good you are from this and that. I don't care how much money you have. But I'm also one of the people that if someone has experience and accomplished a lot of stuff through something they're talking shit about, you should probably shut up and listen to them. I'm not going to say I'm a pro bodybuilder right now. I'm not going to take advice from another bodybuilder that has won like no Olympias. It hasn't even got top 5 at any show. You get me? Like, so at some point, it does matter, but also, it's just like, follow Jesus and mind your business, and you'll be happy. But just know there's a warning with that, because you're happy minding your own business and following Jesus, that makes the devil and other people around you mad. So they'll find any way to fight you and any way to argue with you, because you're minding your business and following Jesus and not partying like you used to. Bye guys, thanks for watching. It's only up from here.